You may be familiar with the phrase, "from little things, big things grow." It's actually from a protest song about the rights of Indigenous people in Australia about 1991. But as a concept, it's something that the Trump administration, like all authoritarian regimes, well understands. The idea is you cannot even allow the slightest glimpse of truth to shine through, because just a little glimpse can bring down the whole big lie. In a recent case, a little glimpse of the truth appears to have cost 2 career prosecutors at the U.S. Attorney's Office in D.C. possibly their job, and certainly cost them the ability to serve as prosecutors on a very significant case, and cost the court possibly the truth. But we'll see about that. The case, United States versus Taylor Taranto, who was convicted by a Trump appointee judge of bringing illegal guns near President Obama's residence in D.C., after he's the former president, after talking online about violence towards the federal government. He was convicted on gun charges and of making false threats against the federal building. He had claimed that he was searching for underground tunnels that led inside Obama and others' homes because he had a detonator. According to him, he wanted to get in there, but these were false claims. Turns out that he was later convicted of making false threats. He had been present at the January 6th Capitol riot, and he'd been charged with misdemeanors in that case, but he never got convicted because Trump pardoned him before trial. Now, I say gun charges in quotes for a reason, because we're so used to hearing about guns and mass murders, mass shootings, that we're like, oh, just some gun charges. We infer from that nobody got killed, which is a good thing. You know, we hear so much about these, it's worth taking a moment to drill down on the particulars of what that can mean in a particular case. So here he's convicted of misdemeanors, basically unlawful possession of firearms, ammunition. So let's take a look at what this unlawful possession really involves. Here's a photo from the sentencing memo. According to the sentencing memo, we are seeing 2 firearms, something called a CZ Scorpion and an M&P pistol. The Scorpion, which you can see circled, had a brace on it, known as a stabilizing brace, presumably for rapid or repeated firing. He also had some 400 rounds of ammunition, hundreds of rounds with him. So let's think about that for a second, right? You're convicted of unlawful possession of ammunition. It's 400 rounds. Every bullet can kill a person. So this guy could have killed hundreds of people with the bullets in his car, but that's a mere gun charge, mere possession.